Hey guys, in this video we will see the workflow for hair curves with my add-on BetterPie menu. You will see in the add-on I added everything necessary to deal with the hair curves. Take into account that those hair curves will be with the new system with geometry nodes and not with the old particle system. Okay? So let's start. With the add-on, you will have different tools to deal with hair curves. For example, if you select a mesh, I will press Shift A, I will have this menu, hair curves. With this one, you will have different presets. Those presets are to create the hair guide to your hair curves. Those presets are not final presets, for example, braid hair, curly hair, etc. Okay, take this into account. You will be able to create short hair that will start to create the hair, and you will be in sculpt mode with the add brush, etc. And as you can see, if you put your mouse on it, you will have information. You will have different information depending on which tool you want to use, and I will show you all of this later. Okay. You can, for example, if I select this one, call the modifier pop-up. With this one, you will have the list modifier to deal with each modifier one at a time, like that. Or you will have this to deal with different modifiers at the same time. Okay? You will have the favorite. You can edit here, and you will be able to add which favorite you want to use here. So, for example, if I call the preferences, BetterPie menu, options, you will have the modifier settings here, the curves modifiers, and you can select which modifier you want to use. For example, I will add this, this, and this, and now if I call it, as you can see, I have more modifiers. If I remove them, they are not here. So when you edit this, think to save your preferences. So let's exit. You will have the material pop-up. You will be able to add some presets. On some presets, you will have all the settings you need to edit the material. You will also have some color ramps. Just to show you, this is the material that will be created. Okay. So you will have different color ramp like that. So let's go back. Here. Okay. You will also have this smart menu with Alt RMB, and with this one you will be able to deal with the hair curves. For example, in object mode you will have this. You will be able to deal with how the hair curves are represented in the 3D view. You will be able to add some subdivisions. Okay. You will have this is fast modifier settings, because sometimes when you deal with the modifiers, you will have a lot of settings, and I wanted something with only the necessary settings I want to edit all the time. For example, the hair radius, the shape, some settings for the interpolate hair curves here. As you can see, I can change the density, the viewport amount, and use the surface, the object that will use the hair curves. And this one is for some weight map. Okay, so I have this, and that will show all the modifiers you will have, and only with the necessary settings to make some fast changes. Okay. So this is nice for this one. In edit mode, you will have some tools to deal with the hair curves, like that. You will be able to subdivide them, switch the direction, duplicate, delete, etc. I also added a symmetrized curve. For example, if I want something fully symmetrical, I can remove half of the curves, select those ones, and click on symmetrized curve. Okay, you will still have the fast modifier settings here, and same for the curve settings. After that, you will have the sculpt mode. With this one, if you press spacebar, you will have access to the brushes. Okay, you can change the brushes as you want. You can set which brush will come where. For example, here I can change the smooth to something else. You just have to go in the add-on preferences, options, you will have the curves pie menu here, and you can switch to the brush you want to use, okay? Or you can use none if you want. And just like that, you can set another. For example, let's change this one for the density, just to show you. As you can see now, this is the density. Let's go back and use the smooth, because I like to use this one, and it's the smooth, okay? So let's hide this. You can click here to show the shelf, and you can press shift and click to have this. After that, you can you can change the size of the thumbnail with control and middle mouse button, like that. So let's remove this one, I don't need it. And if you select a brush with the smart menu, you will have the settings for this brush, okay? If you change to grow shrink, as you can see, the settings are different. Those are the settings for the grow shrink. In fact, those are the settings you will have here, okay? If I select the comb, I will have the comb brushes. I added the symmetry, I added the selection if you want to select only the point or all the curves here. This button is to hide the modifier, and it will only hide the modifier that will create the curves, okay? As you can see, this is the interpolate curves. I added the shortcut Ctrl Maj and Q to this one, and like that I can switch and hide the modifier when I need to hide it, okay? You will see this is really useful. So with all those tools, you have all the necessary tools, in fact, to deal with the hair curves. And now what I will do is to show you how to create different type of hair curves. Okay, so let's start. Let's hide this one. Let's select this and disable the selection, so like that I will not be able to select it. Let's show the scalp. So let's go in local view, and if you check with the solid matte cap, I will have this. So with this one, I will be able to, for example, if I want to copy the hair I will create on it to another character. And on this one, I will use the weight paint mode to create some vertex group to add some hair here and not hair. Okay? So, for example, you will have obviously on the smart menu all the settings for the paint mode, as you can see, the weight paint mode. Depending on the brush, you will have different settings, etc. You will on the W key have the active tool 2 if you want them. Okay. So as you can see on this one, I will have different vertex group. I will have top density. This is for short hair, just to show you. I will have the length for the short hair too, etc. Okay, so let's select the top density. I want to use this one. And let's exit this. So what I will show you now is the different presets I created here. So I will select first the short preset. So let's click. Up. I can press Q and activate the Rodolast button, and with this one I can set directly the density for those hair if I want. I can change the radius, the profile, the color, and add some modifiers if I want to. Okay? So right now I'm currently in sculpt mode with the add brush. So I just have to click, and as you can see, it will create my hair. It uses the vertex group I created previously, and I can hide everything to add some hair like that if necessary. So this one is if you want, I made this one if you want to deal with only some hair curves like that, and if you show the result, that will give you this result. And as you can see, I need to select this one, go in weight paint mode, and clean, let's use the paint, some part like that. Up. And I have a lot of point on this one, so it's pretty slow. Faces. So let's get rid of this. Up. like that. Same here. Same here. I will show you the wireframe after because you will see this is pretty dense. Let's remove this one too. Okay. So just to show you the wireframe, up, as you can see, I have too many faces. Okay. Let's hide this one. So let's select this one too. So you have the modifier pop-up. If you want to add more, for example, if I want to add some noise, so let's select the noise, let's change the distance, 0.1, and as you can see, it changed this one. Obviously, you can select the profile to edit the profile here, or you can use this one to have everything you need directly here. For example, if I want to change the profile with 002, that will give me this result. I can change the shape like that. But I made this to have something useful directly here. Okay, so let's, for example, go in sculpt mode, press F, like that. I will activate the grow shrink, up, and I will use the prosthetic. So just like that, I will be able to, in fact, let's do this, the opposite, to reduce those ones, up, like that. Same here. And if we check, we don't have a lot of curves right now, but I will be able to deal with all of this, like that. And if I want, I can make something like that, up. And since I don't have a lot of curves, as you can see, I can edit all of this pretty easily. So let's do this, up. Like that, like that. And if I show the result, that will give me this result. Okay, so this is nice. I have something that works. I can add some other modifiers. Let's use, for example, the clamp. Where is my clamp? Here. Like that. On the clamp, I will not use the existing, I will change the distance. Let's see, like that. And I will edit the tip, like that. If I want to see the results with smaller hair, for example, 0.4 for this, and I can add, let's see, in the interpolate, let's enter 100 maybe. Up. So you can see that you will have this kind of results, and you can deal with everything here. So I have my noise, let's enter 0.2, like that, etc. Okay? So as you can see, this one is nice, because you can deal with everything with only a few guide curves, and this is why I did that. I also added something. For example, let's decrease the number of the density, for example, or maybe let's decrease the viewport amount. So let's use only this, up, like that, okay? And what I did was to have something like the update air density. What it will do, this tool will select all those air curves and use them as guide. So let's do this, update air density, and just to show you, you will have this button here too. So if I click, bam, all those ones will be now the guide curves, and I will be able to edit them as I want. So if I enter the viewport amount, first let's change density to 1, and the viewport amount to 1, like that. So now I can edit the density and add, let's see, 50, up, have this, okay? So you can hide, like that. So with this, you will be able to edit the number of curves as you want. So this is nice. This is a great tool I created, and if I comb my brushes, if I add something, let's see, up, like that. Let's comb this, up. This is really just to show you, so let's hide the overlays, and that will give you this result. So let's increase the density, like that. And as you can see, it kept all the previous modifiers. So for example, for the air guides, let's enter 0.2 just to check. I will have this. Let's for the noise, in fact, 0.3 up, like that. You can add everything, and that will work. So I can also select, let's go back, select this, and copy the material. And on this one, if I want to edit the shading, you will have this. You can change the color if you want. This is the shading for the viewport. And if I come here, I will have this. And as you can see, with the weight group and the vertex group, maybe you will have to clean once again the vertex group, in fact, with the paint, the weight paint. This is nice, but as you can see, if we have to deal with this all the time, that can be really time sensitive. We will lose a lot of time up. Well, this is just to show you for this tool. Okay, so in fact, this is not so bad. I like it like that too. Let's see. I can hide this one if I don't want to use it. Let's see the other part. The other one will be the long hair. In fact, the long hair is the same as the short hair. This is the same settings. I will click. I will say, for example, edit some settings. Let's add the modifiers. Just have to wait because it will create once again everything like that. I will use the trim modifier. And if I click, you will see that will create this. This is the long hair, and let's comb this one up like that. It's it is funny, but this is if you want to make something like that. So let's add another one up like that. In fact, let's select this one up. Let's comb it. This is to show you up. I can select everything, select all. That will give me this result. If I come here, that will give me that. Okay, so the long hair is to do that. So let's hide this one. Let's select all of this up. This is funny. You can disable the overlays to see your object, and I can comb this one if I want, like that. Easy peasy. Okay, so I think you can understand why it is different. The short will add short hair, the long hair will directly add a long hair. So let's get rid of this one, like that. Select this one too. Press Shift A, and let's see the air and fur. So for this one, I will click. That will automatically create all of this. I can edit all of this. For example, let's enter 3 for this. Just have to wait a little. You can change the density, you can change the viewport amount and the size, you can add some modifiers. And for this one, you can directly convert those hair. For example, if I want those as air guides. In fact, I just have to click and convert those as air guide. And if, let's see, I put 0.5, I will have less hair, and I can convert those ones as air guides. Okay, so I will just enter 1. It was, I think, okay, like that, and I will click, and those ones will be now erged, like that. So I will be able to, for example, edit the grow shrink, like that. I can do this, and I'm using the Prosted, so this one is nice in the Prosted, and I can make this. Let's do that. Let's do the same here. Let's edit this a little bit. Okay. Well, as you can see, this is not perfect. And let's do this. Okay, this is not perfect, but this is just to show you. After that, I can comb everything up. Let's comb all of this. Let's edit the length. Okay, let's comb. Let's make maybe on the other side. Let's edit those two up like that. Okay, so this is not perfect, but this is just to show you once again. Up, let's try to make this. Up if I want to have this like that. Okay, so with this you will be able to edit everything. You will be able to, I have the interpolate, the trim curve here. Maybe I will move the interpolate before this. And let's edit the settings, for example 0.01 and the shape 0.4. like that. Edit also the density like that. Okay, so just like that I created what I wanted. I can add a clump modifier. On this one I will not use the existing curve, and I will just make something small like that. Okay, if I hide everything, that will give me this. So I was really fast to edit this one, and obviously it needs more work. This was just to show you that the difference between this one and the other part, like that. And obviously if you want, you can add some clump with the vertex group. If you want, you are not limited to have the clump on every part. And in fact I will just show you. Select the scalp. In fact, let's do this first. Select the scalp. Up. Let's go into weight paint mode, like that. Let's show this, and let's add another vertex group. Let's name it clump. Up. Can I rename it? Clump. Okay. And on this one, I will add my clump only here just to show you. Like that. Okay. Let's exit. Let's go back. Let's show everything. So this is pretty ugly, but this is not really an issue. I have my clump here. I can click here and select the clump modifier. Okay. And I can increase, as you can see, the distance. And just to show you, I will have my clump only where I want them to be. Okay, so like that you can add a different type of clump, a small one for this, and in fact I can maybe let's add another clump like that. Let's move this one before. Let's do this. Let's decrease up like that. Edit the steep spread like that. Same for this one maybe. This one use the clump vertex group, and this one will give us this. So let's move the trim like that, and on the trim let's edit the random offset. So as you can see, maybe just to show you, I will increase the size up, the shape up, like that. So like that, I added some small clump here and some big clump here. And in fact, I can even, let's move this one after. Let's see, no, this one is okay. Yes, let's move it before. So I will have also some small clump here and some big clump here. Okay. And if we check, we will have this kind of result. And obviously, we will need some, let's add some noise. Where is my noise? No, here. I have one first. Let's remove this one. My new noise here, let's change the distance. 0.2, like that. And as you can see, that works. I have something that give me something nice. So let's copy the material. And that's it. Up. Up. That works. Easy peasy. You have access to everything. And in fact, I don't need all of that. I can work in full screen. I have access to the the fast modifier settings here to only deal with what I want to deal. I have access to the modifier settings to add modifiers, to edit the modifiers here as I want, etc. Let's move the trim after the noise. That will give us the proper result. I can edit this if necessary. Okay, so let's hide this one too. Let's maybe just change the color to something black. But as you can see, with the black color, we don't see anything. This is not really, this is not perfect. But let's hide this one. Now let's see the eyelashes. Shift A. So I will show you this. Select this. Shift A. Hair curve eyelashes. So as you can see, for those ones, I added those two. So as you can see, let's edit it a little, since my object was edited to have something different. I need to edit it a little bit like that. Up. So I made this to place my eyelashes. Up. As you can see, I just have to make something like that. Up, up. Okay. Same for this one. So this one should be okay. Okay. Up. And it will be easier for this one because like that I will be able also to copy this to another character. So this is nice. So let's add some eyelashes. Up. Like that. You can call the redo last option. And like that you can edit the settings if you want. For example, for this I can enter 0.2. And you will directly be in sculpt mode with add brush. So just like that, if I click, bam, it created this, and I can directly up do that. Up. Like that. You can edit, for example, the radius, so 0.08, like that. You can edit the hair radius. No, it's okay, 0.01, maybe 0.05, like that, maybe 0.08, like that. Okay, so I can comb this one, I can add another one. Let's in fact hide this, change this, up. Let's add one hair, let's comb it like that. Let's add another one hair, let's comb it, let's edit the length. Okay, same. Yes, I need this. So as you can see, this is pretty easy. Up. Now I just have to add up some more like that. This is really to show you this. This is not perfect. Up. 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 Okay. So let's edit the length. Up. Like that. And just like that, as you can see, it was pretty fast. I have my eyelashes like that, and it works. I can edit everything. Up. I added some presets to make them. That means I added some modifiers. As you can see, you directly have some clump and trim, etc. Easy peasy. So if I do this, maybe let's add more subdivisions. If I disable this one, no, it's this one. Up. Ah no. I already have something nice on those ones. Do we see? Yes, we can see the difference. Up. Let's decrease this one. Up, up, up. Okay, so it's up to you to do whatever you want. But as you can see, this is nice. I can add one more here, where I have some holes. And that works. Let's increase the length of those ones. So you can make this part, you can make the bottom part, etc., etc. Easy peasy. And the last one is the empty-air curve. I will click. It will add an empty air curve, and you will be able to edit the air curves here. For example, you can, or maybe duplicate air curve. You can make this one. And you need obviously to add some curves up like that, and it will use this modifier here like that, the radius, etc. If I remove this one, I can use the interpolate. Air curve. Let's come here like that. I can select the scalp up here. You can add a mask. This is different. This is to work directly with the geometry nodes. So like that, you have it directly like that. Okay. So let's get rid of this one. Like that. So if we check, we have our scalp. We have different air curves we created. This one. Those ones are pretty ugly, but this is just to show you. Let's copy the material like that to be sure. On this one, if I want, I can change this, etc., etc. And as you can see, this is not so bad. Yep. You can add also some hair on the face, on the nose, in the hair. It's really up to you. And just to show you how I did this one, as you can see, I have a little dégradé in French ramp for the modifiers. So under generate, you have this density mask. If I remove it and click, that will give me this. Okay, this is for the density. Normally it should work. Why? Yes, I need to select it. It was this one. Yes, as you can see. For the trim air curves, I have the length. So if I click, as you can see, I will have this result. So let's go in this overlay mode. So like that. And for this one, let's hide the head. this one. For this one, if we check up, come here, let's select the length. And as you can see, I added a ramp here to have the length. Okay. So if, for example, I come, if I click here, just to show you, the length will be full, as you can see. Let's undo what I did, like that. Okay. Up. This is this, and that will give me my result. So let's hide the scalp. That will give me something pretty nice. This is not perfect. As you can see on the density for this, I need to fix a little bit. But like I said previously, it seems that the weight paint is not perfect each time we add some hair. So I don't know. Ooh, maybe I need to edit this one. But this was just a test. Okay? So just to finish, as you can see, you have the modifiers. You can use, for example, let's use the red preset on this one. Like that. If we come here, we will have the red preset. And as you can see on this preset, I have, just to show you, let's select it. I have some ramp color for this one. And if I change it up like that, I will have more or less random hair. Just to show you, let's come here. I will have more or less random hair. Okay? So if I change this, I can edit, for example, the tip. Let's use something like that for the tips. And as you can see, for the tips, I have this. So you have all you need on this to have what you want. I can also, in decompositing, in fact I already have the ambient occlusion, use the ambient occlusion to better see the results of everything, like that. Okay? And as you can see, the hair are straight. Maybe I should have combed them a little bit, but this is just to show you. This was just a test, in fact. So that's it. You have the material pop-up, you have the modifier pop-up, you have the settings for the sculpt, for the brushes, in object mode, in edit mode. You have absolutely everything you need to deal with the hair curves, to deal with also, let's decrease this, up, to deal with also the, let's hide this one, the vertex group, the weight paint, etc., etc. So you can do whatever you want. It's not finished. I will try to improve all of this, obviously. Up, let's select this one. Maybe add different presets here, but right now all of this works pretty nicely, I think. And that's it. I hope you like it. So let's get rid of this one. Up. Oh, it wasn't this one. It was the eyelashes. Here. I can hide it. On this one, use the black preset. And that's it. I hope you like this video. See you later for another video. And if you like Better Pie Menu, don't hesitate to buy it and to support us and to add a rating. So thank you and see you later once again.